our top 5 tips on how to leave a date when you're just not feeling it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Shared News. I'm your host, Renee Ariel.
And I'm Fiona Zaring.
And have you ever been on a date and you're just like, I wish I wasn't on this date right now? Because we sure have. So today on Shared News, we're gonna help you out and give you 5 tips for how to get out of a date while you're on it if you're not feeling it.
These may or may not come in handy in your life, but you should know them.
Yes, for
sure.
sure.
You should just have them in your pocket. The first one is the emergency call. Now this is obviously tried and true. It's probably the oldest tip in the book, but we're just gonna give it to you in case you haven't been enlightened with this knowledge. Basically, you tell one of your friends ahead of time, hey, not sure about this date. At about 3:45 or 5:45, please just give me a call, and based on how you answer the phone and the first thing you say, they'll know if they need to fake an emergency or accidentally have left their key at work. The possibilities are endless. They could really say anything. Just have something pre-planned with your friend in case, halfway through you're just thinking, oh no, this isn't gonna work.
I love that your example for a time was 3:45 because I'm like, that's late for a lunch. That's early for anything.
Late lunch.
What date are you doing?
Maybe that's why the date didn't go well.
There you go. Yeah, no, the emergency call is genius. But it's also a great idea to have a out of nowhere alarming thought. That may be like, Renee, what are you talking about? Let me explain. If you're on the date and they're going on and they're saying things that are offensive, or you're just really not into them and you want to get out of there, oh my God, did I leave my stove on? Or, oh my gosh, did I not burn out that candle? Blow out that candle?
I didn't let the dog out.
Yeah, but did I lock my door?
I have an appointment.
Just any alarming thought that will truly get you out in that moment, because they're gonna be like, oh my God, go home, turn off your stove, you crazy person.
Are you gonna blow the building up?
Yeah.
That's like so dangerous.
Gotta go home, be safety first. And if you do it within, 20, 30 minutes, so it's been a little bit of time, they're not gonna be like, come back to the coffee place. You'll be like, oh my gosh, let's reschedule if you want, and then just, don't.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a really good one.
Thank you very much.
If that's not your style and you want to be a little more subtle, or you're not as confident with perhaps your acting abilities, just set a hard end to the date before it begins. So the way you would do that is, hey, would love to get dinner with you, like so excited. Just want to let you know I have an appointment, or I have a friend's birthday, or I have a somewhere else to be at 7 p.m. So as long as I'm out of our dinner by like 6:30, we can totally do this, and I would love to see you, blah, blah, blah. That way, if 6:30 rolls around and you're having an amazing time and you want to go get that drink or add something else onto the date, you can just say, you know what? Let me go ahead and let them know I'm gonna be late to the party. Let me tell my roommate I won't be home on time for the movie. Let me, whatever it might be, and then they're gonna be super flattered because you put something aside for them. And if it's not going well, you can just be like, so great getting to know you. Gotta go to that thing we talked about.
And no harm, no foul, because you already told them in advance. You already had that out. They knew about it, so it won't be rude. Also, it won't be awkward at any point. I think that's like a foolproof way of leaving a date, or anything.
It allows you to watch the clock a little bit, like to check your phone if you want to send like I need to get out of here text to one of your friends. And be like, let me just check what time it is, because remember I have that thing. And you don't seem rude.
Exactly. I love that one. Our next tip number 4 is pretend you're coming down with something. You guys, we played hooky for work. We've played hooky for school. Now you're going to play hooky to get out of your date. Listen, this could be you started to feel sick in the afternoon and you have a dinner date, so you're telling that you're not really sick. I don't know if I have to make that clear to you guys. But you're at the date and you're like, oh gosh, I haven't been feeling well all day. And then slowly throughout the dinner, you're progressively feeling worse. Another idea, if you're getting food, maybe that food gave you food poisoning. It didn't, but pretend it did.
Or you're accidentally a little bit allergic. Not enough that it's life-threatening, but enough that you know you've got to go now.
Listen, you'll leave, they'll feel bad, you'll go home, it'll be fine, and you won't be sick, so.
The last option is obviously the most bold option, and I don't necessarily think it's the way a lot of people would choose to go, but I would commend to the people who do just lay it all out there. Be honest.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with like halfway through the day being like, if they ask you, hey, like, I'm having a great time, would you like to go get a drink after this? Or would you like to go see that movie or whatever it is? You could just be like, honestly, I'm not really feeling this one. I don't think that this is gonna go anywhere. And I think we should just both like thank each other for a wonderful evening and call it right now. Honestly, I struggle to come up with what to say to just tell you guys. It's a hard thing to do to be that like bluntly honest, but it's always an option. And we shouldn't forget that honesty is technically the best policy all the time. So it is on the list of things you could do.
But if you're scared to do it, 1 through 4, still options for you. Because listen, okay,
Safeties.
dates are always risky. You never know how they're gonna go. Sometimes people are just weirdos, or sometimes you just don't click. And that's okay if you don't, but a lot of times we don't wanna spend another 2 hours with this person when we know it's not going anywhere. So we're just here to help you. But I will say that probably the most like the best way to handle it is to be honest. But again, 4 other options for you. Not all of us can do it.
It's hard. Dating is hard. You just have to look out for yourself and also make sure you're always like staying safe. Like
Yes,
it's so
always
much,
be
if
safe.
you feel uncomfortable, it's so much easier to just like have a stomach ache than spend the rest of the evening being uncomfortable. And that's totally
What a good
okay.
point. But now that we've told you our tips, we want to hear yours. Have you done any of these things to get out of a date before? Is there something that's not on our list that you have done that we should add to our list? Let us know down in the comments below. All right, but before you go, like this video to support our channel.
Hit that subscribe button and notification bell.
And then click right over here for more shared news content. As always, I'm your host, Renee Ariel. You can follow me at Renee Ariel.
And I'm Fiona Zaring. You can follow me at Fiona Zaring, and we'll see you next time.